As you all know, we all love our Nikkei here, but who's to say that our waifus must remain 2D? That's right, in this video we're going 3D, and maybe even have a surprise guest come on. We have a lot to unpack here, so let's get right to it. Of course, the first thing I did was get completely lost. With the help of a few kind-hearted souls and the security guard, mostly the security guard, I was able to locate where the event was actually held, all the way on the opposite side of the venue. Well, at least with the amount of passionate cosplayers constantly growing larger and larger, it gave me hope that this was going to look way better than it smelled. If you've been in a Smash tournament, you know what I'm talking about. Looks like the crowd can't wait to go in. Ticket scanned and wristband secured.
Right, looks like it's my cue to go in. Right, and we're in. A lot of cosplayers here for characters that isn't even out yet.
It's no surprise at all that Hoyo Booth is a fan favorite. From Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact, Honkai Gakuen, Rule 30.
And that's the entrance hall to where all the stands are. As you can see, quite a mess, quite a disarray, but we will be heading in there soon. The Oratrice NIKKES Cardinal, and a lot more where that came from. Alright, let's head into this clusterfuck and see what all the hype is about.
Immediately after entering, stuff was a bit tighter than I expected. With the pandemic somewhat over, everybody just wanted to have a good time. Oh look, a Jing Liu standing.
Somebody's gonna steal that by the end of the day.
The Creators Hub made for the vast majority of the event, with tons of fan art from talented artists being up for sale. You should look at some of the stuff these guys made. And of course, my friends decided that the best spot to rendezvous would be at the opposite side of the event, which was all the way over here. Meanwhile, where I was at was here. Thanks a lot.
And one of the more well-known cosplayers in Indonesia. Sheila and Dorothy signing stuff.
Diharapkan kepada para pengunjung untuk tidak berhenti, berkerumun, dan berfoto sambil mengalami jalan.
Even with my more than average height, I still suffered quite a bit of claustrophobia as I was rammed, jammed, and squashed into what's basically a pancake. And not in the anime way that we are all dreaming about. Though, on the bright side, I was informed that this was a way better and more organized outcome compared to last year's event. Huh. Wonder what last year's looked like. Slowly and calmly pushed my way through the crowd and made it.
Alright, the boys are back.
Here we go!
Alright, back at the creators booth. We have a bunch more cosplayers with a lot of artwork. And I mean a lot of artwork.
Alright, now for the fun part. Time to seek out some friends who are actually selling artwork. In case you guys missed out this time, don't worry. This isn't the first time they're doing booths, and it definitely won't be their last. If this is your first time seeing an anime con, the merch they're selling ranges from stickers, pin badges, A5 or A4 size artwork, maybe even A3 if you're lucky, and sometimes even shirts. If they meet the deadlines, however, some could even be selling full-fledged comics or mangas. And of course, there are some sus stuff that we don't talk about here. You guys know what I'm talking about. After much searching to no avail, we received intel to search for a prop Pokécenter signage.
Kok bisa tinggi banget anjing?
If you guys would like to follow his art page, he actually did the work for me. His Instagram page on his booth right here.
Gimana Fe bagetnya? Halo. Kenapa? Lah emang kenapa?
Also, don't take it too hard if he doesn't reply your messages. Trust me, we have a hard time reaching him as well. Through some weird luck, my friend was actually able to pick out a themed gift reminiscent of his booth It's a gacha Pokeball.
Buka belum, sumpah belum gue buka. Gue juga nggak tahu isinya apa.
It was an SSR. We had to pass through a ton more crowds in order to reach my friend's booth, who's on the other side of— oh look! Incest! The look my friend is giving me is like when you're told not to cross traffic on the red light, which is completely normal where we come from. Searching for this man's booth was actually harder than I initially expected. This was totally unscripted, by the way, but god damn, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to do the same. Fortunately, this booth wasn't too far off from one of the emergency exits, which was sealed, by the way. I was able to take in some other artists I've yet to meet, along with, well, this.
I have found the legendary Primo Jem.
So this is what you have to do to get a promotion at the Silver Lane Guards. And this is why they remember themselves as Hoyoverse.
This is not gonna be here tonight.
Also, out of all the cosplays here, I'm about to show you which cosplay has the most RIZZ. Doesn't matter male, female, old, or young. Everybody seems to be attracted to it.
My friend has the RIZZ of a walking green screen.
This just proves that you don't need to be cool to have massive RIZZ.
Kembali.
But it does come at a cost.
This is how blind he is. Sure, you're good? Walking tearless.
Oh wait, you put Crony at A? Outbreak wasn't much fun at all. It doesn't matter, inside or outside. Things were jam-packed. Wait, is that what I think it is? Oh my god, it is! Told you it wasn't gonna last till tonight. With the crowds forming at the corridors, it was unfortunately impossible to visit all the booths that we wanted to visit. However, another few friends' booths popped up along the way. Of course, we couldn't completely avoid the figurine shops that were not too far away. The difference in the amount of visitors was definitely astronomical. But there was one thing I've kept from you guys. Remember this unofficial Hoyo Booth in the beginning? You all know what we do on this channel. We like our Nikki here. And yes, you'd be right. Right across from that was...
It's a Nikke booth! Yo! Let's go! Okay, this is going to be stolen.
Earlier on, there was actually Blanc and Scarlet. But since it was so crowded and I needed to meet my friends all the way there, we decided to go back to the booth all the way at the end of the event. And right in the nick of time too, since it was about to close. While others were asking the cosplayers for pictures, all I was asking for was a marker.
Tenang saja. Yo, yang belum registrasi hari ini masih banyak registrasi cuy. Tinggi banget ya soalnya. Aduh, bener nih Commander Johan.
Now, before all of you are calling out typos in the comments, this was after a long day, but in case it wasn't legible enough, this was what we're actually writing. And with the whole event coming to a close, of course, I had to take a picture with Best Girl. This just shows that taking photos isn't for everyone. Thanks for watching! That event was a bit too hot and cramped for my liking, not gonna lie. Even with ACs blasting in our faces, it didn't do much for people wearing 2 layers, which in this case, I was. Sort of feel bad for my cosplaying friend now. But if you want to support me for Nikki content or more stuff like this, you can help me out by punching that subscribe button so we can hit 1K. Anyway, this is Dr. 26 signing off. See ya!